Welcome to Juneau, ye faithful few. The ship is docked here in Juneau, and we are making last minute preparations to disembark and head up the tram to the top of that mountain, right up in the clouds up there. On day 5, we are heading up that tram right there, and that takes us up to the top. And then after that, we're gonna go see Mendenhall Glacier. So that's what's on the itinerary today. Time to go back to the room, get our stuff, and then head on into Juneau. Off the ship we go in Juneau. Just gotta find our shore excursion people. Riding in style. We got the double-decker bus. Of course, Mister wants to go to the top. All right, Mister, you ready for excursion number 2? Going to see a glacier, which I've never seen before. Have you ever seen a glacier?
What we call the Mendenhall Glacier
Look,
Tram.
there's blue sky over there.
That means we're going to take a 30-minute... Well, when we get to the curve in the road up ahead, we're going to be crossing over Gold Creek. The Gold Creek is what started the entire gold rush to all of Alaska. Your view of the glacier from the distance, that little chunk of ice right there that you're looking at is 1.5 miles wide, 100 foot deep, and 13 miles in length.
Our bus is 2407. We have to get back on the same one. There it is. We've made it up here, you faithful few. Welcome to Mendenhall Glacier. Takes 250 years for the top of the glacier to make it all the way down here to the lake. I don't know if the audio is picking that up or not, but there's a strange noise coming from up there. There. So it was a raven. All right, we're heading on Nugget Falls Trail to check out Nugget Falls. But first, check out a photo point. Oh, there are the falls. You can make those out over there. Different kind of trail. Here's mile 0. We got 2 miles round trip. Scoop of chocolate, scoop of vanilla. Don't waste our time. This is a bear trail though, and they're brown bears up here, so fantastic. Nice wide trail. You know who should have come on the trail? A MIRF. Yeah, so while we're here hiking, our room attendant, Jesse, has fun with the MIRFs, setting them up for us when we come in. So when we left the room today, we sent the MIRFs up doing silly things for him to see when he came in. Jesse's cool. I can hear the falls already. Apparently he can walk right up to them. We'll have to drop the Action 5 inside. I was waiting to get a shot with no people, but there's a lot of people. Rocky Mountain Mister getting me some footage of a little side creek. Full extension, we're going drone shot, baby. Nugget Falls. We'll get closer. A lot of seagulls up there. You can barely see the glacier. Look at that beautifulness. Ooh-wee. Well, there it is, you faithful few. Nugget Falls. What do you think of that? Is that spectacular or what? Happy to bring you faithful few out to this amazing place. You can actually catch a little bit of the glacier right there in the valley. Unbelievable. Rocky Mountain Sister getting some footage. And I think Rocky Mountain Mister, Rocky Mountain Mama are back there getting some sand art in. You know, like we like to do on the beaches. It's basically a beach, just have a different variety. Here we are, we've left our mark. Here's Rocky Mountain Sisters. Let's see what Rocky Mountain Mama, Rocky Mountain Mister are doing. What are you doing, Mister? They're making a rock cairn. 9 rocks for the 9-year-old Mister. Got a bunch of rock cairns up here. Okay, it's time to get up close and personal with Nugget Falls now. Unbelievable. That's what I'm looking at. You are too, you faithful few. You never can make it to Alaska. Hope you can at least enjoy the first person viewing from here. Alright. It's about time to start making our way down the rock scramble here and then back up the trail to the bus. 10:45 is our pickup time. 10:17. We have a little under a half an hour, and the hike is about 15 minutes. So as I walk away from the Nugget Falls, that's your last view. The guy on the bus told us that this is probably one of the best viewing days, one of the nicest viewing days you're gonna get up here. Nice temperature, probably about 50. Zero rain, just overcastiness, just gorgeous. All right, back up the trail, back to the bus. Rocky Mountain Mister had one more thing to do before we take off. As much as I may try, even with a wide-angle lens, it still does not do it justice. Alright, you faithful few, we're done with that excursion. 2407 is pulling up right now to pick us up, take us back to Juneau, where we are going to get on that crazy tram thingy and head up to the top of the mountain. So let's go. Okay, We're back from the glacier and we are now in Juneau. Man, I had all this stuff charging in my chest rig for the bus drive back and apparently nothing charged. It's annoying. Well, because I'm a video gear nerd, even though nothing charged, my phone's sitting about 88% and the Insta360 flow's still good. So we can still do some videoing. The rest of the Rugged Mountain gang is over there in the Trove. We're just kind of in the main ship port area. A fantastic looking mountain there. And Carnival Cruise Lines right there. On to adventures. They say it's about a 4-minute ride up to the top. And there is a ton of stuff to do up there. There's a nice grill, some trails to hike to. And as long as the weather keeps holding out, probably some fantastic views. All right, you faithful few, we are on our way to get on the tram. Here's the big tram wheelie thing. 13,000 pounds, 130 revolutions per trip. And there was a cable earlier. I wasn't able to get a good video of it, but Rugged Mountain Sister did. So if I find it while I'm editing this, I'll put it in right here. There it is, you faithful few. The tram ride up. Is that just me, or does that look like an old cassette tape? Rewind, rewind. Pretty sure that is the Coral Princess from 1,800 feet up. And you can tell from the big jet engines there on the back. Still got some snow up there. There's a half-mile hike up to a cross somewhere around here. Just, it's not particularly well marked. Kind of like other trails that we've been on. This almost looks like South Carolina type trees. Okay, so I wasn't sure where we were going, but I knew it was a cross, and I see it up there. Got a little bit of a climb ahead. A nice overlook here to check out, so we shall. Oh boy, the tide's coming back in. Said they had 22-foot tidal changes that probably fill this whole thing up. It's a little clearer up here from where we were before. Coral Princess, right there. There's the tram doohickey over there. This is just gorgeous. The mountains over yonder. That's the first snow that we've seen that we can actually touch.
Slow to speak, quick to listen, slow to anger, rich in love.
We've made it up to the cross. Looked way more daunting from down below than it actually turned out to be. And they don't even have a placard or anything up here for the story behind it. I mean, kind of know the story behind it. But
Yeah, Jesus Christ, the unifier. Jesus Christ, the Prince of Peace. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, we're all I need. Above all, love one another deeply.
All right, picked up some good photos up there at the cross. We're going to just head back down the mountain, probably eat at the tram main lodge thingy. We are sitting at 2:10 in the afternoon, and we don't have to get back on the boat till 8 or 8:30. So we got plenty of time to continue to check out Juneau.
Wake us up, Holy Spirit, wake us up to your kingdom, send your justice,
All right, you faithful few, we made it down off of the mountain, and we did have some rain that we had to walk through, so went ahead and had to put everything away, including Rugged Mountain Mister. Oh, we just put a raincoat on him. But we are at our best guess is the Goldbelt Tram Bar and Grill or something like that. Anyway, place to eat up here, which is handy, but as you would expect, expensive. That's all right, we've budgeted for such things, sort of. Could have budgeted more, of course. A nice, reasonable $75. Well, you faithful few, catastrophe for YouTubers. My tripod broke. I have an idea how that happened, but I'm not gonna name names. Ooh.
Jesus! It's a Jesus! It's a Jesus up there!
Oh. It's a Jesus.
our Father in heaven, holy is your name.
Alright, well, we're gonna have to try to operate without an extension pole tripod. It's gonna prove problematic. I know there were some shots on the train that I planned on trying to get with the extension pole, but I have to try and jury rig fix the tripod. I was thinking about maybe heating the plastic up and then shoving it in there maybe, let it melt back together. It's the best I can do out here on vacation. Luckily, I did bring an extra tiny tripod, so at least I can set the camera down if needs be. Checking out the last souvenir shop before heading back down the tram. Am I centered?
Yeah.
Hi.
I'll just measure.
Aren't they straight?
No, you're like leaning back. Goose.
So I'm bigger than a Canadian goose?
On your right side you are, but not your left.
So I should be able to take it. Stupid birds.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Done with the top of Mount Roberts. Heading across the sky bridge back to the tram. And we will take a gentle fall down back to Juneau.
Jesus, the unifier, Jesus, the Prince of Peace, Jesus, our only answer, Jesus, we're on our knees.
Don't think I've mentioned yet, this channel here is called Gastineau Channel. Haven't yet come across the significance of Gastineau. I'm sure it was a particular individual that did a particular thing and therefore had the channel named after him. And that's an actual channel, not like a YouTube channel, you know. It's the iconic Red Mearf Saloon. It's like a Scottish Terrier. Not sure what kind of ancient ruin we got up there. Whatever it was, probably had a good view before they put all those power lines in. Rugged Mountain Mister almost walked back to the ship on his own. Came out and walked right past the store Mom was in and kept on walking. That is fantastic. Sitting here on a street in Juneau trying to decide what candy to get. And this is what we ended up with. Kahlua, raspberry, creme de menthe, and something else.
Cookie dough.
Cookie dough. There's our ship waiting on us. Probably just a, quarter mile back. All right, we have not seen that since Vancouver. Well, we've not seen that in the town yet. You know what the difference between me and a tourist is? I make this look good. All right, you faithful few. I've got the Pocket 3 perched on my shoulder like a pet parrot. Rocky Mountain siblings just finished making some fun pennies, smashing them. And I'm coming over just to sit. I need to sit. I'm wearing the Ultras today, which was fantastic for the hike, but don't really like them so much in the concrete jungle. So although this does not wrap up our day 5 of Alaskaventurecation, it does wrap up our time in Juneau. I'm gonna go ahead and close down the filming and see you back on the boat.